Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So, what's new in the world of Chinese fountain pens, specifically in the Asvine brand and the Hongdian brand? Well, I'm here today to show you two new releases from Asvine and Hongdian. Now, these are not new pen models, but they are two variations in Asvine and Hongdian pens. And the first one I have to show you is the Asvine P20, which is now available with a 1.1 stub nib. The stub nib is also available in the Asvine P20 and the V126. And darn it, I just recently ordered a 126 pen, a second V126, and if I had only waited, I could have gotten it with the 1.1 stub nib. But I needed this, not really needed, but I wanted this purple Asvine P20 to round out my collection of the Asvine P20s. I already have the amber pen, the galaxy, the ocean blue, the lake blue, the green one, and the graduated yellow and blue color one. So I needed the purple one to round out my collection. This is a closer look at my purple pen. The cap comes off and 2 3/4 turns, which is a lot of turns. And here is a look at that stub nib. I like that Asvine clearly marks their nibs in the center of the nib with the size. You don't have to squint to remember what size your nib is. I do have to make one comment about the new size 6 stub nib from Asvine. At least with the one that I received, the nib is so finely polished that it writes more like a medium nib than it does the stub nib. As a matter of fact, it is so finely polished that I'm having just a teensy bit of baby's bottom with this nib. And so this is the second new release that I wanted to share with you today. And this is the Hongdian M2 pen, but this is a new colorway. For the M2, it is called Lake Blue. And loving blue as I do, I couldn't resist getting this pen. But I will say that in the Hongdian advertisements on Amazon, the pen appears in the photos to be a beautiful, vibrant turquoise blue. And as you can see, the pen is actually much more of a metallic, icy blue. But it's still a very pretty pen. It has a shiny gold clip and clip band with the Hongdian engraving on the cap, and it still has the yin and yang cat emblems or symbols. Being a cat lover, I really appreciate that. I got this pen with a medium nib as well. The pen is slippery. Many people have previously commented on the M2 pen being very slippery, and it is compared to the brass pen. The brass M2 is also quite a bit heavier. And one thing I would like to point out about the difference in the two pens is that because the brass pen is much heavier, that it balances better in hand. The center of gravity, or the equilibrium point, lies right here with the brass pen so that it rests very comfortably and naturally in hand. You don't feel as if you're having to necessarily support the entire length of the pen when you're writing. I noticed this right away when I first bought this brass M2, how comfortably and naturally it fit in my hand. Whereas with the aluminum version, it is so lightweight that you don't have a specific center of gravity. And I found myself, while writing, having to grip this pen much tighter. And part of that is the slipperiness of the material, and I had some difficulty with my finger wanting to run off the end of the grip section, even though there is a slight flare out. So this is simply a new option from Hongdian. Since I am talking today about what is new in the world of fountain pens, I wanted to take this opportunity to share with you a brand new and very useful product, the Pen Show Passport. I don't know how many of you that are watching this video have ever had an opportunity to attend a pen show, but I can tell you from personal experience that when you do go, you will need to carry with you some type of notebook because you will have the opportunity to try out new inks and new nibs. The vendors who sell inks will make inks available to you for swatching, and most of the pen vendors will have test pens on their tables that you can try out the nibs and make some writing samples. And this little book has been especially designed over many months to carry with you to pen shows, Peloton hubs, which are coming up, and pen club meetings, so that you will have a resource to store your ink samples and your writing samples, so that even though you may not buy all of the products when you go to a pen show, once you're back home and you remember that ink that you really liked at the pen show, you can have that information stored in your pen show passport so that you will know which ink it was that you really liked, and you can order that ink later on. The pen show passport has hand-stitched binding. The first few pages are an index page, or index pages. And then you have network pages. And this is so that you can put down names, emails, Instagram, phone numbers, any information that you would like to include in here from the new people you meet at pen club meetings or pen shows. And then you have many pages for ink testing, and these have been carefully designed so that you have a space for your ink swatching, and then you have spaces here for the ink information, the ink name, the company, whether it's an ink that has shading, sheen, or shimmer. And then you have lines here for your writing test. And I have filled out one page already in my new pen show passport with my favorite ink, Jade Inferno by Birmingham Pen Company. And here I have the swatch and the information about the ink, as well as my writing sample. And the pen show passport contains many pages for your ink testing, as well as some dot grid pages at the back of the booklet, so that you can have space to write some notes, for some more writing samples. The pen show passport is a collaboration between Robin Hyde at Pencopia_pictorial and 10. And this booklet has been many months in development. If you would like to acquire a pen show passport for yourself, you can contact Robin Hyde on her Instagram account at Pencopia_pictorial and message Robin, and she will gladly provide you with all the information concerning the pen show passport as to price and shipping and handling. The Peloton Hub events are coming up very soon at the end of October, and that is a nationwide event, and this pen show passport would be the perfect companion to take along with you to that event. What's new in the fountain pen ink department? Well, Birmingham Pen Company has finally re-released their Jade Inferno ink. This happens to be my old bottle and the first bottle of this ink that I bought, and I love it so much that I've been kind of hoarding it and only using it in certain of my fountain pens. But just yesterday I received a text notice from Birmingham Pen Company that they have finally re-released this ink, and I may have purchased a couple of bottles, but I just wanted to let you know that because this is a really great ink, and when it was out the first time, it sold out very quickly. So I wanted to let you know about that. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and my look at some of the items that are new in the world of fountain pens.